Think you need a squat rack to build jacked legs? I thought so too, until just 3 kettlebell exercises completely transformed my legs. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what these exercises are, how many reps to perform, so you can immediately start using them. And I'm even going to reveal my #1 leg training hack I've used over the last 13 years of kettlebell training so you can safely maximize your gains using just a few kettlebells. With that said, let me show you exercise #1 on our list. Exercise #1 is a movement everyone loves to hate because it absolutely torches your glutes, quads, and self-respect, but the result's undeniable. And that movement is the Bulgarian split squat. Yet some bodybuilders claim kettlebells aren't heavy enough for this exercise. They'll tell you,
if you use kettlebells heavy enough to build muscle, your grip will give out first.
And to that, I say,
this is #1 bullshit.
Because science says otherwise. Research, yes, real, actual science, not bro science, shows that lighter weights and higher reps build muscle just as effectively as heavier weights and lower reps, as long as you push close to failure. So the key isn't how heavy you go, it's how close you get to that holy shit, my legs are quitting on me moment. And if your grip can't handle the lighter weights, you could always use wrist wraps to hang on to the weight. It's funny because bodybuilders use these for back days, so odd that they forgot about them here. But how do you know if you're really 2 to 3 reps shy of failure or just being a little bitch? Simple. If the weight starts moving noticeably slower on the way up and your face looks like you're trying to pass a cinder block shaped turd, congrats, you're in the right zone. So what's the optimal rep range? Speaking from experience, 3 to 5 sets of 6 to 12 reps per leg is the sweet spot. Anything more than that and it turns into a real psychological battle with your will to live. But if your kettlebells are light, you can push all the way up to 20 to 25 reps, but always stop 2 to 3 reps shy of failure. And with that said, Bulgarian split squats alone won't give you massive quads, so how do we really target the quads without a Smith machine or leg extensions? Well, after experimenting with different exercises for challenging my quads, I landed on an absolute banger called the Cyclist squat. And the key to quad growing goodness with this one is just elevating your heels. Just be sure to use something solid like a foam wedge, bumper plates, or if you're feeling reckless, a hardcover Twilight novel. It'll actually make that book useful for something. But there is a catch with this exercise. Once you get stronger, your arms might give out before your legs. This did happen to me. So I committed a cardinal kettlebell sin that will likely get me some hate from kettlebell purists, and I said to hell with the perfect front rack position and just plopped kettlebells securely on my shoulder. And not only did this eliminate my upper body from the equation, but it allowed me to slow down the lowering phase and spend more time under tension, making the exercise way more effective for quad growth. And if you're wondering how many reps, 3 to 5 sets of 10 to 25 reps, depending on your kettlebell weight. And if you're not sure how to select your starting kettlebell weights, by the way, I have a link in the description to my free kettlebell size guide, so you will know how to select the perfect starting weights for your current ability level. With that said, remember the key to jacked legs is stopping 2 to 3 reps shy of failure. So if you have light kettlebells, go higher in the reps. Heavy bells, keep the reps lower and suffer with dignity. And just trust me, your quads will feel the difference. But now that we've addressed gluteal growth and quad gains, you're probably wondering, how do I blast my hamstrings without fancy gym equipment? And this is where exercise #3 comes in. Now, RDLs are great, but there's an even better version of the RDL that we can use with kettlebells called the Kickstand RDL, which is perfect for training your hamstrings in a lengthened state. And fun fact, training muscles in a lengthened state is like the ultimate muscle building stimulus, and also means your hamstrings will actually grow instead of just feeling tight all the time. The key here is to line up your back foot's big toe with your front foot's heel, about hip width apart, and shift most of your weight into the front leg. So your back leg is just there for minimal support, kind of like a bad wingman.
I'm uncircumcised.
Yeah.
This is the most important part to maximize hamstring growth. Slow down the eccentric. That slow lowering phase under load, that's where the magic happens. And if you hit 3 to 5 sets of 6 to 12 reps per side, your hamstrings will thank you in gains. Now, at this point, you might be thinking, Gabe, this is way too much leg volume. I'm going to be hobbling around for a week after this. And that brings me to the #1 training hack I promised you at the start of this video. I don't actually do all of these exercises in one brutal leg day like I used to. In fact, I don't train just one muscle group at a time ever. Instead, I spread these exercises across 3 full body kettlebell workouts per week as accessory work. And this keeps the quality of my leg training high. It speeds up recovery so I don't miss workouts due to excessive soreness, and it builds jacked legs without the painful experience of walking like a penguin for 3 days afterwards. And you can do the same. So if you want to learn how busy professionals build more muscle while training less with full body workouts, click this video right here and I'll show you how it's done.